Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is sort of part 2 or a follow-up to my last video, which was about perfumes I had decluttered at some point and then brought back. And today's video is about perfumes that have been here pretty much since inception. The longest perfumes I've had in my collection. A couple of them are many years and a couple of them are just a couple of years old, but essentially when I fell in love with them, I fell in love with them and they have never left. And they're sort of what you might call holy grails or top 10 for life or those kind of fragrances. So if you're interested in seeing what those are, then definitely stay tuned. And if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alithia and on this channel we talk a lot about fragrance. So if that is your thing, definitely head on down and subscribe. Feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram. And with that out of the way, let's jump on into today's list. Okay guys, so starting off my list of fragrances that have been here since the beginning, or sort of holy grail fragrances that I have never really considered ever letting go of, and essentially they're just loves, is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. Now I know this is very popular. You could even call it a little bit basic, you could call it generic, whatever at this point. A lot of people have this one, but I absolutely love it. I still love it. It's a favorite, and I have had this one for many years now. Not this exact bottle, but this fragrance. This opens with tea, bergamot, and osmanthus. In the middle you have orchid, jasmine, rose, freesia, and African orange flower, and in the base you have patchouli, musk, and vanilla. So this is sort of a sweet tea fragrance, but it comes across almost a little bit fruity. There is some osmanthus in there, which gives it almost like a sweet apricot kind of a feel, but this is essentially just a very sweet, feminine, beautiful and very distinct fragrance. If you know what this smells like, you know. If you smell it on somebody, you recognize it. Very easily recognizable, super sexy, super feminine, works for all occasions. It's a favorite of my boyfriend's, and this was my signature scent when I first met my boyfriend, so it does have very special memories for me. And I just can't imagine not having Flower Bomb. I think it is one of the best. It is kind of expensive, but I think it's worth it. And yeah, so absolutely love that one. That is the first one in my been here forever list. The next one is one that I have had for, this bottle particularly is a couple of years old now, and this is one of my favorite, well, this is my favorite perfume of all time for daytime for women, and sadly it has been discontinued. Well, it has been reformulated, so they still have it, but it's been reformulated as of 2021. They did change the notes and it is no longer what it used to be. So this is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum 2017 version. Luckily for me, I do have 4 backup bottles of this. I went and bought them as soon as I heard it was going to be discontinued because that's how much I love this fragrance. I could not be without it. And I'm well aware that one day it'll run out and there won't be any left and I won't be able to find it, but at that point I guess I'll have to find a new fragrance. But until then, I'm going to wear this one and my backups, and hopefully they last a really long time. So this is a sweet orange rose patchouli fragrance. In my opinion, this is the best formulation. I have smelled earlier versions. I've smelled Miss Dior Cherie and I have smelled the new formulation. In my opinion, this is the best one. It's modern and sweet and classy and beautiful and yet sophisticated. And yeah, this is just stunning. So this opens up with pink pepper, blood orange, sweet orange, mandarin orange, Calabrian bergamot, and lemon. So a lot of citruses and a lot of orange notes. It has 2 types of rose. It also has some jasmine. It has patchouli, and it also has palisander rosewood. It is quite strong in the patchouli note, you guys. So you do have to like patchouli in order to like this fragrance. But if you like Coco Mademoiselle and if you like Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb, there's a pretty good chance that you would like this one as well. They're all sort of in the same category, but this is definitely my favorite. And I just love it. And it also has great lasting power. You don't need very much of it. It's like a never fail. It's a grab and go, never fails me, always feel amazing when I wear it, and great for dates, great for the office, anytime, anywhere. Okay, so continuing on, we're gonna try to go in order of when I purchased them, and I think this was the next longest one that's been in my collection, and this is Mon Guerlain from Guerlain. This is a very popular fragrance these days, and it smells very feminine, very beautiful, very soft. This is a vanilla and lavender fragrance, but there's also iris, jasmine, a little bit of bergamot, there's coumarin, there's sandalwood, there's a little bit of benzoin and licorice, so it does have a little bit of a warm, kind of a sweet spiciness to it. and it's just absolutely stunning. It's very relaxing, it's very comforting. It just smells very feminine and very beautiful, and I know that when I wear this, My partner does try to get a little bit closer. I also have the intense version of this, and my boyfriend really, really loves the intense version. So yeah, this is a beautiful fragrance. I actually could have included the intense version in this video, come to think of it, because that one I also have loved since I got it. I've never once considered ever letting these ones go. They're just like must have to stay here staples. So that one is Mon Guerlain. The next one is Paco Rabanne Olympia. Now this one is the original bottle. I haven't been able to repurchase it yet because I haven't run out yet, but this was a blind buy in the beginning of the pandemic when everything was closed and there was no testers on the shelves, and I really started getting into perfume. I blind bought this one, and it is still a favorite ever since that day. So this is a salty vanilla fragrance. It also has some jasmine. It's got some green mandarin, a little bit of ginger. It does have like a fresh, zesty, kind of a spicy opening to it. It also has ambergris, cashmere wood, and sandalwood. So this one I think is very sexy, very sort of confident, a little bit obnoxious, but not in a bad way, but it's very like out there. It's very in your face. It wants to be noticed. It's just delicious and super sexy, and my boyfriend loves this one, probably one of his top favorite. I love it. I absolutely love it. It still smells just as good today as it did when I bought the bottle. Like I said, this one is 2 years old. You can tell that the juice has gotten a little bit darker, but it still smells amazing, and this will be a repurchase. In fact, I probably should get a backup bottle if I find one on sale or something. But yeah, it's incredible. And sometimes I do think it's a bit much. Sometimes I think it's a little loud. It's not really refined. It's not what I would call elegant. It's not what I would call sophisticated. It's just kind of like an in-your-face, sexy boss woman, salty vanilla fragrance. I just love it. The next one that has been here since the beginning, or when I bought this bottle, I was in love with it and I have not fallen out of love, is Alien from Mugler. So I still love this so much, you guys. This is a jamber. It's a jamber. This is a jasmine, amber, and woody fragrance. I swear I can't talk. Like as soon as the camera's on, I can't talk. Jasmine, amber, woody fragrance. And it's super sexy, and it has a bit of a sweetness to it almost. The color purple suits the bottle perfectly. It smells bold and out there, and it smells in your face a little bit, and very purple smelling, if that makes any sense. Almost a little bit grapey, and probably just influenced by the color of the packaging. I still love it. I still absolutely love this one. I don't wear it as much anymore. I do need to dig this out and wear it a little bit more, but pretty soon, you guys, I'm going to go on a perfume buying hiatus so I can actually just focus on the ones I have and actually wear them, because I've just been trying so many new perfumes that I haven't had time to actually wear the ones I have, which is a real shame because they're amazing and they need to be worn. And actually, this perfume I like for the high heat of the summertime. I know that a lot of people think it's too strong for that, but I have worn this on really warm summer days, literally to do anything, to get groceries, to go shopping, dates, whatever, and it always works. It just always works. I don't think I'll ever fall out of love with Alien. There's something about it. It's just special. It's bold. It's alluring, it's provocative, it's sexy, and yet it's also just like feminine and floral, so I feel like it works for every day. That could just be me though, but I absolutely love this. Alien from Mugler. If you know, you know. You know how much I love this one. The next one that has been here since inception, essentially, is Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. So this is a soapy, orange, rosy, patchouli fragrance. I don't think I need to talk about really the way this one smells. I think that if you don't own it, you've definitely smelled it, either in the store or on lots of other people. So it's very sophisticated, very classy, has a sexiness to it, definitely has like a clean, classy woman sexiness to it. Great for the office, transitions well into the evening, works for a date. Just makes me feel incredible and really classy and luxurious whenever I wear it. I think it's one of the more expensive smelling perfumes that I have in my collection. And it's also very strong and has great performance. So you can tell that I haven't put a huge dent in this bottle. Again, I do reserve this one for the summertime. I like this one for the summer. Here in Canada, we have all 4 seasons. So to me, this doesn't suit winter and cold and snow. It just doesn't suit that for me. But definitely for the summertime, I love to wear this. And yeah, what can I say? It's Coco Mademoiselle. It is what it is. Amazing fragrance. Okay guys, and the last one that I have had pretty much since the beginning that I purchased, that I loved, I've never kind of gotten tired of it or wanted to let it go is Chanel Chance Eau de Toilette. Now, one that I couldn't decide which one I should keep. I didn't think I needed both, but it was the Chance Eau de Parfum. Both of them smell pretty much the same, except this one is a little bit fruitier and fresher, whereas the Eau de Parfum is a little bit more musky, vanilla, powdery. It's a little bit heavier, but both of them are incredible. This is another patchouli heavy fragrance. In fact, this is probably the heaviest in patchouli out of my entire collection, and clearly I have a type because I think 4 of the fragrances sitting in front of me are patchouli fragrances. So this is a pink pepper, pineapple, hyacinth, powdery, lemony, jasmine, patchouli fragrance with some musk and some vetiver and some vanilla. So it does have a bit of an earthiness. It does have a bit of a creamy, vanillic quality in the dry down. Let me actually take the cap off. And I just love it. This smells just quintessentially Chanel. It just smells like Chanel. It smells very expensive. It smells like you have money. It makes me feel elegant and rich and like Chanel, if I can put it that way. Also, there is a sexiness about this one. My boyfriend also loves this one. It's one of those fresh fragrances that he and I can both agree on because I don't like a lot of citrusy, super fresh citrus scents. This is one that I do love. And it just smells rich. It just smells rich. That's all I can say about it. So that is Chanel Chance Eau de Toilette. It is my favorite of all of the Chance fragrances. I would like to revisit Chance Eau Vive again. I did have that one and I let that one go. I would like to go back and see how I feel about it a year later. Okay guys, so those are the 7 fragrances that I have had in my collection for the longest. They are arguably some of my favorites. If I had to calm my collection down to 5 or 10 for life, definitely a couple of these would be in there for sure. I think it would be very, very hard actually, realistically, to calm my collection down because I would want to keep all of these, and there's definitely some other ones in my, like, I just honestly would have such a hard time. But anyways, these are some of my most loved fragrances that have been here for a long time. Let me know your thoughts on them down below. Do we have similar tastes? Do you have any of these? Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, comment down below and tell me what is the perfume you have had in your collection for the longest. I'm really interested to hear what some of your favorites and oldies but goodies are. And I'll see you guys all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.